In Canton, Ohio, the home to a United States president and legends of the game, new chapters will be added to the repository of football history tonight inside of Hall of Fame Stadium. It's the Stag Bowl, the Division III National Football Championship. The competitors tonight, Mary Hardin-Baylor from Texas, the Crusaders, as they take on the Cardinals of North Central from suburban Chicago. Evening, perhaps to those who have traveled from afar, normal weather for normal residents of Northeast Ohio. Cool and crisp. And the return for D'Angelo Hardy, who's got space as he takes the gap, puts on the burners, and he is gone. What a way to start a title game. A 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Hardy.
They played a couple different quarterbacks, Kyle King and Ryan Redding. King was the starter for most of the season, had a turf toe injury, and missed a couple games.
And he throws deep down the sideline and connects on his first throw of the night. Brenton Martin had single coverage, got behind the defense. And Brandon Jordan, who we mentioned right off the top, started at the bottom of your screen. The throw along the sideline is complete to KJ Miller.
In the semis and the championship, things, they tighten up a little bit. Ball's on the turf, Mike.
Now King got stuck as he... And they elect to run. King goes nowhere. He's back to the line of scrimmage. Just 2 makes for him on the season. And so the attempt to get Mary Hardin-Baylor on the board is good. Tanner Raines will regret that punt.
My goodness.
Out of bounds, and let's see where it gets marked out at the 22-yard line. Approximately.
7-yard punt.
Crew with a 3rd down and 4. Plenty of time. Throw across the middle is caught by Jordan, and he's in for the touchdown.
Because it shouldn't happen. Kick was blocked.
And the kick was tipped.
Jinxed it
At the line of scrimmage. Winners on the road last week in their semifinal matchups. And it's a run for a 1st down out to the 30-yard line,
should say. And now back to being at full strength.
Good space, 1st down and more for Afonso Thomas. Well, both defenses are strong. North Central allows just 11 points a game. Down the sideline again for Martin.
Martin a week ago in his game against Whitewater, and he just comes out here again making big plays.
Receiving on a 38-yard catch. That sets up the Crew inside the red zone. Defense swarming and corrals the attempt for Thomas. Miller motions back to the slot.
Wide open.
He goes across the middle of the field, makes the catch for the touchdown. Earlier it was Jordan, this time it's Miller, and certainly the fit for him has been great, just about 50 minutes from home. Ball comes loose as Lehman was back in the pocket, and Mary Hardin-Baylor recovers as Micah Hackett got into the pocket and takes it away.
Cannon, 25 is going to come into your screen here, off the edge, relentless. When we chatted with the Mary Hardin-Baylor staff, they said he might be the most athletic backer of their group. And
Crusaders 1st and 10 from the North Central 36. Martin once more, already over 100 yards in the 1st quarter. Was he down as that play came to a close? Because the ball came loose, the Cardinals come away with it, but the officials say the ball was down at the 15-yard line. It was a chaotic finish to that play, and it is going to go to the replay booth.
It's close, Mike. The question is, as the football's ripped out, is the knee down and is the ball loose? Be a great look here. Oh, ball's loose, Mike. That to me is a fumble, and it's good to have Matt with us.
Stuart Hinman on the field as well has provided some great clarification. Lanen fires to a soaring Kaminsky.
4.0 type student, really smart.
He surveys everything probably a couple of times before he takes a hard hit along the sideline from the cornerback Keith Gibson.
Wow, and a flag comes in here. Wondering if maybe Lanen stepped out of bounds. If they're saying that's a late hit, he's in the air, Mike, prior to going out of bounds. I think that's clean. Thank you.
And another 15 yards as Greenfield is off to the right side. He runs for another first down. Lanen zips it to the edge. Here goes Hardy. Upended at the 15-yard line on a hit by Titus Dunk.
They take a shot to him.
Greenfield left side has space, cuts back to the 5. And he's toppled inside the 5-yard line. They load up with 2 tight ends off to the left side. Give it to Greenfield behind those big bodies.
He's short. He's short, Mike.
Officials will peel away the layers of the goal line pile. And it's a touchdown for North Central. The middle. You got to get to the middle of the pile. That's where they found the pay dirt with Greenfield. From just across midfield, pressure comes, ball comes loose on the hit. At the bottom of that pile, North Central has it. They got the ball back a lot sooner than perhaps they thought. Jake Beasley on the corner blitz in celebration after help from his teammate Beasley.
Beasley coming in here off the backside on a corner cat blitz between Beasley and Rummel.
4-man rush. Lanen throws back foot along the sideline. And Kaminsky, what athletic ability. Not only to go up and get it, but to get the foot down as
move. Oh my goodness, how did he get that? He gets 2 down. That's good in the National Football League. Defining this game. I mean, they've been more physical here in the second quarter. The offensive line kind of pushing Mary Hardin-Baylor around a little bit.
This time the Crew defense fights back. Tristan Green has been an active defender. From 22 yards for the freshman. His kick up and good. It's 17-16 touchdowns. Does have 1 score already, but not a significant number of targets. This is not an excellent field goal kicking team. A long rollout and a beautifully placed throw hits P despite his team trailing by 1. Closing in on halftime. King fighting off a sack attempt, rolls down the sideline and just threads that ball to KJ Miller. From the 46. Wide open. Time in the pocket. He floats it. Oh, Jordan tucks it right into his shoulder pads. King through the middle of the defense. Now they're down to 30 seconds. Urge to end the first half and give the Crew the lead. His try is good. Then on their first drive of the second half, they face a 3rd down and 8. King was backpedaling. He floats that toward the sticks.
King in terrific, execution there by Miller.
That's a hard-fought first down run.
And frankly, they have. They've done a great job. They are now at the top of the mountain with North Central.
Alliance just 30 minutes from here, and this moved out. 3rd and 4. They swing it to the flat, and they've got the first down with Miller. Who's his brother earlier, Ethan, their starting right tackle, who is injured. Pressure coming, and there's another seam in the defense. Jamal Hamilton, 100 guys on the roster.
That's why I hate going there. It's too many options.
Run to the outside. Wow. And it's all the way to the goal line for Alfonso Thomas. A 15-yard perseverant run.
Cousins,
the definition of it.
He's open.
Lanen fires to the goal line, and it's intercepted. Jefferson Fritz with the interception. Ball pops loose as he emerges from the goal line. It takes it just short of the 10-yard line. Won 19 straight North Central in the red and white. Winners of 24 straight, the longest streak in the country. There has been some beautiful receiving tonight from KJ Miller.
That's Dakota Cremines on the outside. It's an out and up here.
King hands it off, and it is a first down. A little bit more action for Kenneth Cormier. Coming up from the JV to the varsity, getting ready for that 2020 season, which just didn't come. Thrown into a tight window between 2 defenders, and King continues his great night on the outside. They've been perfect on third down here in the second half, and a blown coverage leads to a wide open throw to set up first down.
Is under further review.
Well, I think it's a catch, but who cares? How about Matt Austin? A couple of tight ends, Jordan out wide left, and that big package opened up a hole for Alfonso Thomas, who had a much easier touchdown run than his last one. It's not that these players don't play just as hard or the game is not just as physical. It can be done. Looking for Kaminsky across the middle. That pass is tipped and intercepted. Micah Hackett on the return with teammates up the sideline. It's going to be first and goal. Mary Hardin-Baylor. Hackett with his second week in a row with an interception, forced a fumble earlier today.
Characteristic of Kaminsky. Kaminsky's right here. Like, it's in his hands. He never drops those easy receptions here in the second half.
Plenty of pre-snap motion. King keeps it to the back of the end zone. A contested grab, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's close.
Well, that's the guy to go for it. Brandon Jordan, 6'6", 240.
Here, it's a great.
Cunningham's field goal try is successful, 36-17.
Chip, biggest game of his life. Here we go.
Oh, and he gets wrapped up around the ankles. Micah Hackett does it again.
In moments like this.
4 receivers set as the Crew drop 8 in defense, and that pass was thrown directly to Hackett. Well off the mark from Lanen.
I'm telling you, it's 25. It's Micah Hackett. This guy has made multiple turnovers, 2 picks, forced a fumble, just made a sack. I mean, this dude, when we talked to the coaching staff of Mary Hardin-Baylor, they said he is the most athletic player they've done to the stadium, and everything has just been phenomenal.
Cardinals send the blitz. The throw on the run. Are you kidding?
How does he make that?
KJ Miller continues to shine.
We're talking about Kyle King, who puts it on the outside shoulder.
The Lone Star State has never felt so close. It's going to take more than that to bring down the big man. Cormier through broken tackles. Inside of 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Lanen gets flushed out of the pocket. He finds Kaminsky at midfield.
And it looked and their quarterback's legit. I mean, they came in this game, and not to take anything away from what North Central has done. That's a touchdown.
Yep, Lanen up the sideline, hits Blake Williams. North Central with a much-needed touchdown. Stop. Set up for the onside kick. Tanner Raines. And that ball was touched before it went 10 yards by North Central.
Great stuff, Alex. I mean, I can't imagine. My older brother was my hero growing up as another touchdown. My goodness.
Aaron Sims with a touchdown catch.
Should say. Proud that Stag Bulls come here, and it's pretty cool for these kids.
Lanen falls on top of the ball that scored it right between his hands.
That they've done, and the renovations still continue with the Hall of Fame Village and all the things, and this is just wild right now.
The ball got loose again. Zach Fortier, the left tackle, was the first on the scene to try and get it.
A lot of guys choose, because they love football so much, to come play for these universities, and another good throw and catch on the outside. And I mean, an opportunity to play here at the Hall of Fame Stadium, and they're just going to attack on more, Mike.
Be made from both perspectives.
No doubt.
But there is no argument that tonight, in the second half especially, Mary Hardin-Baylor, the 2021 Division III National Football Champions, were the better team.
No doubt, Mike. They played their tails off tonight, and it got close in the second quarter, but in the third quarter they pull away. Too many athletes on the outside, too many mistakes from North Central, turnovers, costly. Love the sportsmanship, though. I really love this. This is old school. Shaking hands at midfield, that's great. I love seeing that.